You
Right.
should be
We're
live.
gonna-
You should be
Okay, we
live.
are live? Okay.
Oh
Should
my
be.
god.
He usually gives us a countdown, and he just
You
said
should- that
now.
was
Sorry, I wasn't sure.
was fucking
You are
I don't know if you
live.
can hear him. He said that he may be able to. That's basic tech if you can. If not, we ignore that. Anyway.
Hey
No,
guys,
welcome
welcome
back
to
to
a new
Solo Roll.
podcast.
Yeah.
You're welcome to our
Welcome
fun.
to So the Roll. We are here to give you nice word of sorts. Now, if you I'm Tyler, your DM, coming at you live from wherever I am. You don't need to know that. Here with me today in a different location because we're streaming this on computers. Maestro, can you start this off?
Hey, it's me. If you haven't already heard this before, then hey, thanks for joining in on like episode 6 or something.
It's episode 7. Thanks
Is
for
it?
going. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, Tyler!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna. I hate
Next-
this.
Next one up is our lovely artist,
Corvo.
Alias. Corvo. Corvo. With your artistic ways.
Yeah, go ahead, Corvo.
Draw us the picture of your character.
Go ahead, Corvo.
Oh, I thought.
Intro-
Alright.
Introduce yourself.
Yo.
Alright.
This joke has gone on so far that you're
Alright,
never part of it.
alright. Okay, I got this. Mike Bloomberg, 9/11. I'm Mike Bloomberg. And 9/11, you see, I play Isaac Bloomberg. 9/11, he's
Oh
a
my
wizard. 9/11, Mike Bloomberg.
Why are you like this?
Oh
Next
my
one
God.
up.
If
Why
I get
are
hit
you
by
like
the
this?
FDA, I'm gonna be pissed.
What the hell, man?
Next one up, we have our emotional support rabbit, Maddie.
God.
Oh my god, I'm anything but emotional support. I'm the actual artist though, and I play Alias. Nice to meet everybody.
And that's everybody. Then we have this random guy that keeps showing up.
Who are you?
Who are you? I need to figure this out.
Hey, I'm AJ, and my equipment keeps crashing, but I think I'm good for tonight. I
Sure.
play Vindictus, formerly known as Eidkin.
And we're gonna keep calling him Einkin until we remember that he's Vindictus.
We will get it eventually. Just
Yes.
bear with us.
So, welcome to the stream, everybody. So, last we left off our adventures, I'm going to stop doing that voice. We lost
Thank God.
we got him back. Anyway, last time we left off on an adventure, they decided to travel. Well, Corvo decided to investigate the dagger that Moxman had, and was
Boy,
told
how
to
did I
deliver.
investigate?
Huh? With stuff that is so common that I forgot that it's a common thing.
It's so normal. You forgot that some things can happen normally in this game.
Yes.
This all be on this bitch of a game.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why that happened.
So he learned that it was a powerful weapon that can only be attuned in the force of the Phantom Thorns in a temple. After that, they all had their little arguments and stuff, and then went to bed. As they awoke, they were trying to figure out what they were going to do next. As out of nowhere, they had a new member join the party, a good old Alias. Yes. Also in the middle of the night, Eimkin decided to change up his entire existence and become a Vindictus.
That's the way to put it.
Wow.
And he's not the only one who got a new character.
Hey.
Technically.
He decided he didn't want to be Eimkin anymore. He was so emotionally distraught that he decided, I'm going to be somebody else. So, after that, they decided where they were going, and they decided to go to the Backwall Caverns. As they went to the Backwall Caverns, there was 3 boats that they could have chose from: medium, advanced, and easy. they decided to take the medium boat as they went across. The man died in the boat, and Corvo took the reins and became Captain Corvo,
Captain Corvo!
the best captain of the river.
I love
And now has a magical hat will give him proficiency in boat whenever he wears it. They got to the Backwall Caverns, and it's a dark area filled with mysteriousness. And there was a sort of bodiless darkness in the center, which for everybody except for Corvo, who could actually see details in it. As they went through, the area was completely dark, and
Goodbye.
eventually,
it. Hello.
and eventually, they came across enemies. And apparently, with my campaign, any enemy that they face is invisible, except for gods.
Yes.
Apparently, I know some gods are. Never mind about that.
Every
Actually,
encounter
yeah.
has had an invisible person.
It has the card encounter had an invisible person run away.
Had 5 of them run away, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Corvo went
I
invisible.
almost forgot.
I
I
just
literally almost
I
forgot.
just remembered that too. I was trying to pull it off like, aha, I haven't had invisible people every time.
Every time we roll
Every
initiative,
time.
there's an
Every-
invisible
Every,
bastard.
every
There's
single
every
fucking
time.
time.
Yep.
So besides from me having a mental breakdown about how many invisible people I have, they decided to run from the cave, and as they escaped, they all went to rest in their own sort of separate ways. Alias going to rest on a horse. Corvo going to another side. Maestro, where exactly did you go? Did you just sort of stay around Alias, or?
Well, first off, what kind of like area are we in? Like,
You guys are in. Whoops. Why is this happening? Ignore that. Anyways.
and I cannot see roll 20, so.
Oh right, you
feel
can't.
free.
You guys are in an area where large dark area to the side. Corvo's off to the corner, and Alice is on a horse with next to the 2 other horses. Einkin is sort of off to the side is where I put him. Would you where would you most likely be?
I
With
can
you
see
wanna
the
be away-
screenshot
Do you,
quick.
want, do you want to be like away from everyone? Do you want to be close to someone?
When I'm sleeping, I'll try to just be in eyesight of everyone, but when it's my watch, Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
basically that thing we talked about happens.
Okay, sounds good. So, who was taking the watches? I know Alias was taking the last half of the watch.
Yep.
Vindictus. What
I think
watch?
I'll take the first watch.
First watch? Who is taking the second watch?
Well, I gotta take the second
Oh
watch.
yes,
then.
you have to take the second watch. And then Corvo, you get to just sleep. Like a
Gotcha.
little birdie baby.
Oh, yes, my spell slots.
I mean, guys, I could really help us right now, but he's going through some. But
We can take a 4th watch. That is not out of the question.
Yes, you can
No,
always hang out with
the-
Alias.
the,
Yeah, you can come hang with me.
the function of watch is out of the question. I'm just gonna a little hint there.
He's having a bad time. Alice is gonna bug him on her watch.
All right, Kyle, I'm gonna send you the screenshot.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as the adventurers are, as everyone is resting,
thank
Vindictus, roll your check.
What if I say no? Okay, I'll roll.
Then I would have said that you didn't get a check. Good for you. You played yourself.
What am I rolling? Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I have C. Can C help?
Sure. I just remember that I said okay. C is
Not helping.
Oh wait, actually, you haven't actually resummoned C yet.
Oh,
No.
that's right.
Yeah, you guys
No.
haven't not summoned your cat shit back.
That's right. I haven't brought him back yet.
I will summon my emotional support bastard.
I will also summon.
You try to
summon
look.
I will also summon my emotional support bastard.
Yeah. So you tried to look through your cat's eyes at one point, and then you just saw the depths in despair of hell, and you're just like, not that that's
It's gonna
again.
Right.
take a lot more than emotional support to save this guy.
Okay.
Got that right.
I'll let you guys say that you did that before you started resting. So,
Mm. And then
Thanks, buddy.
17 perception.
okay. Maestro, it's your turn to Oh right, you didn't say anything.
Booyah. I start the beginnings of writing down in my book and switching over spells.
Dear diary.
Dear diary. Wow.
More like a bunch of
I
sigils.
did a
but
cool
okay.
thing today. Makes me feel a little less sad.
Make me feel a little less sad. Blasting a hole in my chest.
So just so the audience knows that this is a thing that happens every night. Do you want to actually? Do you have the call to Slayton?
Oh yeah, every night it's the same routine.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring out the sending stone and send a message. Usually it's the same thing. So it's, the same I love you message, or maybe an idea, because he misses her, but he can't, but he doesn't trust Ventarco. So he's not going to trust that she may or may not be under charm anymore. So he'll never give specifics about where he is or what he's doing. Just
Okay.
pretty much like, we went traveling. I'm still getting stronger. He probably would have described the fact that his patron gave him the means to begin the journey of coming back for her.
Okay then. So you do that on your watch.
She did not respond.
Rip.
It did go through, but it did not. She did not respond.
I expected as much.
Okay. So Maestro.
Yeah.
you
Hey,
Make your perception check.
I have a notoriously bad history with these. 8.
So yeah, you while you're doing what you're doing, you feel like something's off, but you can't actually really tell.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, see, while I'm going to sleep.
But yeah,
oh,
I already rolled for my thing, so
Yeah, so that's why you're not able to focus really, because you're putting all your effort into that.
yeah,
Don't forget
yeah.
to put your health back.
Oh right.
So,
Okay. Yeah, it's doing the cliche like someone focusing with like tongue like outside.
Hanging out the side. That's adorable.
okay. So, before you rest, you put that into like a bag or something to hide it, or
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna
do it yet?
let anyone see it.
Okay.
What, you crazy?
Crazy.
No!
Kramer?
We're not doing that.
Nope.
Rats.
Not here, not now.
So, next thing's the next. Alice, you wake up on your horse.
She's gonna pat the horse. She's gonna look around. See if anyone else is awake.
Everybody is asleep. Or you assume Corvo's asleep. His mask, you can't really see through it.
She's going to
Staring.
yeah. She's going to have her hop off the horse and walk over to DB and pat DB.
Deeps.
I also want
And
you
then-
to do a perception
Yeah.
check.
And then pick up DB and look around.
DV helps.
I don't know why perception is such a hard thing for me to find every single time I
Right?
open my character sheet.
But yeah.
So,
As, you go ahead, Tyler.
well, what do you say before I say what I'm saying?
Well, as she walks over, DB notices, and when she goes to pet him, he embraces it.
Blue.
He like leans forward so he can receive pet faster.
Yeah. Yes. Scratches.
The screech.
She then picks him up and goes back to her horse to just sit on her horse and pet the cat, keeping watch over everyone and everything around her.
So, as you're doing that, you notice, you see this girl. You see her eyes are closed, and she's sort of stumbling around, like she's not able to really see what's happening. And
Oh.
you see her trip and fall onto Corvo,
Oh no!
and you, in Corvo, you feel a body on you. And I'm assuming push her off, and she's just like, sorry.
Who are?
Who's there?
How old does she look?
She looks probably about the same age as you.
Oh,
How old is Corvo?
it's me. No. Yeah. Oh, all right.
Alice is gonna set down DB and start running over.
Corvo is going to start gripping the chain and sort of like standing up, like, now who are you?
Hold on, Grumpy Pants.
Uh,
Are you all right?
Who's there? And as you look at her, you do notice that she has very pale eyes.
It's all right. It's all right. Alice is gonna just kind of hip check Corvo out of the way, and then in front of the girl, she's gonna gently take her hand and just hold it. I'm right here. It's all right. My name is Alias.
You want to make a quick perception check on that?
Yep.
Now that Corvo knows, he lets go of the chain.
Child is blind.
As you
No.
look go to grab her hand, you actually notice you see a fire mark on her hand, and she's just like, I'm Hope. Some people were yelling at me. I ran. They,
It's all right.
I don't know if they followed me.
That's okay. If they did, we'll deal with it. All right.
Mhm.
Take a deep breath.
Your icon's different, Maddie.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That was on purpose.
You do notice that you see a different colored person.
She ain't yellow. She blue.
Dabu-dee-dabu-da.
She also did not say anything to you, Corvo.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
checked you out of the way.
I remember.
It's all right.
Oh,
Your name is Hope, right?
yes.
Do you know anything of the marks? Did you hear the king's announcement?
I heard it. Why? Is there something up with it?
Oh no.
Sort of. You have a mark, but it's all right. Don't panic. It'll be all right. You have a mark. That's fine. Lots of people do. 40 people do.
So,
You just need to. Which hand is her mark on?
on her right hand.
Oh, fuck.
Here comes the cavalry.
Oh shoot!
Hey, what are you lot doing down here?
What are you doing this far from the town? She pushes Hope behind her and just kind of like holds onto her arm.
One thing that you notice about them, their armor is actually blue and dark blue.
Ooh.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I recognize that?
Sure.
Same.
Sure.
Deebs will help me.
I can't remember the color scheme for certain things. Bad.
25. Natural
tired.
1 for her.
Yeah. Yes, you have no clue. You,
It's okay. I'm putting the girl behind me.
Yeah, it's not
Okay, I
Not,
figured it. I figured
Alida,
if
and
it,
it's not the other one.
I figured if it was the other one, you would have told me.
Yeah, and
You would have just been like, "It's this."
yeah, but
So-
Corvo, you haven't really been there, but you know that the colors of Yuzgo is actually blues and dark blue, which is
Use go.
He's
Mhm.
go.
which is strange to you because
Use poison. Poison makes you
which is strange to you because the
Yo, that's pretty
Yuzgo.
far.
yeah Yuzgo is way
Oh
down
my
here.
goodness! Oh my god!
They chased her a long way.
They were huffing it for this one chick. Oh my
Yeah.
lord!
Jesus, calm down.
So you guys so what are you guys doing around here?
Sightseeing. How about you?
I'm just doing my job around here. You
Which
know,
is?
getting the marked ones out of the way. You wouldn't happen to see a sort of darker skinned girl, long orange hair. Yeah, blind. You know, she has a mark on her hand.
As
Yeah,
soon
you
as he says that, she's unwrapping one of her arms with the red bandages and wrapping the girl's hand behind her. To cover
Like
it
a
up.
private hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, DV is good. I guess to flavor his help, DV is gonna sort of like go onto her shoulder and sort of like rubbing on her, sort of distract him a little bit. It's the help
Okay.
action.
So it's a distracting help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, you're able
basically,
to
like, where the
wrap
fuck
the
that girl
hand,
go?
and she just sort of
It's alright.
I don't believe we've seen anyone.
are you sure about it?
Oh, I did see her. She's just not here right now. I'm gonna shove her behind me even more.
Okay.
Gonna like
DB?
grab Corvo and pull him closer so it's like a wall of people.
Yeah, DV is gonna go fly into the guards' faces like he's all curious.
Get her out, get her out, get her out, get her out, get her out.
Uh,
Alice is gonna lead over and be like, get her out of here. Hide her.
Yeah, as she's talking and DB's going to like get in their face, he's gonna try and just sort of walk away.
okay.
Be all cash.
Roll a stealth check.
Right.
You
I'll
with
help.
advantage. Yeah, because Alias is helping you.
I'm gonna go over here. Block the line of sight. Wait,
Alright.
the others.
That I have a +2 bonus.
Wait, the others.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll stealth and then I'll do all that.
12.
12 plus 2, 14,
Mhm.
and that's as we're walking, I'm gonna message excuse me, message Maestro. Remain calm, but we have company here. Act natural.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Oh,
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 fucking
well.
A.
well, I guess there's not much. Hey, there she is. Huh? Where? What there?
Oh god.
And he sort of like shows her like, oh, I guess that is her. Oh, good going, you lug of meat.
That is the man's first insult.
Yeah.
You
Try
lug
your
of
best.
meat?
First.
Try your best, Tyler. Proud of you.
He's trying.
Proud of you.
I love it.
Uh,
Alice is gonna tighten her glove around her right hand
mm-hmm.
and
DV is going to ready in action.
Oh, why are you trying to protect her?
why are you trying to get rid of her?
Because that's my job.
But does it have to be?
Yeah, that's what I signed up for.
Does Maestro wake up?
Maestro,
Why?
Corvo's sort of shoving on you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
send
to-
me a message.
I'm trying to like I'm trying to like block both their paths, like stepping in between them, just like, well,
Yeah,
why is
and
that your job?
DV is gonna keep
Yeah.
flying in their faces of
Yeah.
DV.
No. Well, you know, God's gotta do what God's gotta do.
Do you really have to? Oh, I don't think you do though.
Yeah.
I think,
Kyle,
I think
are you
really
there?
Kyle,
Yeah, hey.
help!
Yeah, yeah, just
Guys?
make sure to wake up.
Oh, well,
Kick him in the shit.
what are you doing to wake me up?
I sent you
Maybe-
a message. Corvo was yelling in your head. Remain calm, but guards are here. Act natural.
Well, it's great that you're visiting, but
Oh, you got some lovely steeds around here.
Kyle, please.
oh yes, this is my horse. Isn't she
Oh.
lovely?
Oh yes, she is. So, Kyle, what do you do?
Uh,
God damn it.
she's gonna wake up and,
You see a blind, well, you see a girl with a faded eye.
Corvo's like holding her, trying to. It's obvious he's trying to like overtake her so that she can't be seen easily.
She's also got one of Alias's bright red ties around her right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Do I wake up from just
and
the
do I
fucking
see the guards?
Corvo didn't message
Vindictus,
you.
make a con check.
You're still fucking asleep.
Yeah, no one's.
Yeah, yeah. No
I'm
one's
known
like
for-
been loud.
I'm
I'm trying to.
guard.
I'm
I'm
trying to.
known for offing guards, and I have a +7 intimidation. Con save?
Mm-hmm.
Not an advantage. Sorry, wrong button. So
Yeah.
the first roll would have been a 21, though.
The first roll was a 21, and
Yeah.
this is one of those situations where you want a low number.
Yeah.
So, you're still.
Alias is taking a look around, seeing who's awake. She like leans her head around her horse and just kind of.
But yeah, Kyle hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
That-
So,
Give him a chance.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so I see Corvo with a blind child.
no, it's she's,
And-
Woman.
she's older. Don't worry.
Oh, older? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Around the same age as Corpo.
You
Oh,
guys don't know how old he is.
how old-
Exactly, but
Okay.
around.
Ish.
Do I see
An
the
age.
guards or?
You see two guards sort of trying to like circle around, and a cat and a blue chick is blocking them off.
Yeah, a cat is like trying to fly in these guys' faces, like rub against him.
And Alias is like the blue lady is just like stepping in front of them wherever she can to stop them from going around.
Oh yeah, Alice is just like out of paint. She's like dried out.
Oh.
Alright, well, Maestro's gonna casually walk over to Corvo and just like, hands in pockets and raise an eyebrow.
You will cast a message. Those guards are from Costa and they're looking for this woman. She's marked.
sorry.
Maestro.
Kasakana?
Across the country.
Oh, okay. Because I
Uh.
thought Yusko, but then like I didn't hear Kasakana. Where's Kasakana?
No,
Yeah.
you go. He said
Maestro.
across the country.
Maestro, make a quick history check. Or religion check, one of the
Okay.
two.
$19.
19? So, you remember hearing old stories about how, guards from, years ago actually are able, with permission from, the lord of the city, they can actually travel to whatever church is near, within the land. So, that's what you think may be the reason why they've gotten here. Because like it is a trek of a journey to get here in general. So
So I see.
We have to get her out of here, but they know that we have her.
It just
We
keeps fucking like bumping in front of.
We could,
I'm
we
snoring.
could just get rid of them.
We have a lot of heat on our backs already. That guard just ran away like, okay.
He's like frustrated because she's like, hello.
And that's when Corvo
Alright.
will message Einstein the same thing. There are guards there. Excuse me. Remain calm. There are guards here. He doesn't say act natural. This is not natural at all.
Do I wake up?
Sure, yeah. Make sure we're able to wake up after that.
It's just the scene
So-
of like a sleeping devil, and then his eyes open. It's just like two little gold, like dots.
All right. Well, she's gonna go up to Alias and the guards and see what's going on. And
Alias is trying her best here, but like, she's
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk right over here. God damn it! I took a horse with me. Get him off me! Get him off! Get him off!
No!
He's one with the horse now.
Oh god, no.
but
Christ, that was terrifying. I'm gonna walk
As he noted, with the
right
horse
here.
on the walk there.
I'm gonna walk right here.
Yeah.
And C will follow and just like kind of be on the ground by the girl. And I'm gonna look at both of the guards and just ask, what seems to be the problem?
It seems like you guys have a wanted person, and we want them.
I look behind me. What do I see?
You see a blind girl.
About my age? 20s?
About Corvo's age, whatever. the
About
fuck that-
Corvo's age,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck that
That
means.
was probably a bad starting point.
Give me a give or take here, Tyler. 20s?
20s, 30s.
I was
Late
gonna.
teens.
Is she older than Alias and younger than? Like, I don't know.
Give us like a battleship.
yeah,
like,
I'll say like around 20s,
Okay.
like maybe mid-age 20s.
All right.
I went to look at Corvo's character sheet to see the names, but he put it down as question mark on his character sheet, so he
Thanks.
got me.
Thanks.
Love that.
Sam.
All right.
Thanks,
so-
Sam.
And the armor, do I know where that's from? From
Roll a check.
and that's when Corvo
History.
messaged.
history check?
The woman here is marked.
all right. So
Her right hand is bandaged up with what you can assume is Alias's now missing bandages from her left arm.
Okay, so you have no clue what the armor's from. You just
And
know.
where are
So-
you? And where are you coming from? The both of you. From which city?
Oh, coming from Yuzgo, if you can't tell by the colors.
No, I can't. Many things are blue. In fact, I am blue. He is blue.
Oh, blue double
He
D
is
double.
blue.
Do I know
In
how far
conversation,
away-
we have a person we need.
do
In
I know
fact, the
how-
only one who isn't blue is the one in the bird mask.
That is true. And your horses and your cats.
That is true. Although black is not a color, it is a shade. She's just
God
stalling.
damn it.
She's
Do I-
stalling around.
Do I
Oh,
know
joking. Oh,
how
Major.
far away Yuzgo is from here?
A long journey.
But I understand that is a
alright.
long fucking journey.
Yes, 1 sec.
Matro wants to pipe up if I get the chance.
Go.
Go,
Interrupt
go,
us.
go,
Go.
Yeah.
It's hard to interrupt you guys. You're interrupting each other.
Sorry. Exactly.
Don't
About
Don't
15
you
days
two-
journey. If you go straight there, and you know that there's a curve to it.
How many?
15 if you went straight there, like
Okay.
through a river and through the Phantom Thorn.
Okay.
All right.
don't. Isn't your city messed up enough? Why you two gotta be out all the way out here?
Oh, we have a special assignment.
Special
Would you-
assignment. I bet you guys are just going for the easy assignments.
You have given no indication. For all we know, you could be people that stole those guards from some cleaning shop or some armor place.
It's
Corporal
true. It
stalling
seems
as
that.
well.
It's
So
true.
what
Armor's very easy to come by. Subtle jab at the one behind her.
Um,
Armor's very easy to come by.
Well, it
It's
doesn't
easy
matter if
nowadays.
it's easy to come by or not. We have assignment. Yeah.
Which one seems to
So-
be the older one?
And what is the
Uh,
assignment?
To collect certain people to our Lord.
Yes, for sure. But were
Are
you
you
sent?
guys as you
were you
guys
sent
as
from where you
under-
are? Sir?
Oh,
Alias looks back at Maestro. Just like
are
straight
you
eye contact.
guys? I bet you guys are super understaffed. I bet it's just the two of you, right?
Oh,
it doesn't matter if there's 2 or 20.
she cracks her neck back to look at the guards.
I'm gonna walk right up to this one.
Cat will help Lion King.
want?
How tall is this man?
About 5'6".
Oh my, compared to Vin. We'll bend down to look him in the eyes. Just so, collection is what you're doing. Finding marked and pulling them away for your lord.
Yep.
And you believe we are harboring a fugitive?
We see the fugitive that you're harboring.
Yes, I understand that. Now, as you can see,
Play it off.
we are not handing her over. You have a decision to make now.
Well, I just need you guys to hand her over.
That's not happening. So, decision time. You walk away. This never happened. Or you do something you regret.
Intimidate the shit out of him.
Yeah, you can roll an intimidation check.
Can I
Please
help by
help.
staring down the other guard?
Don't worry, Deeps is helping. He's hissing.
Is Deeps helping?
Yes, of course he is. Deeps the most helpful cat in the world.
Most helpful cat.
And Alias is staring
Man.
down the other guard.
Well, low on both. Damn. But
Man.
it,
Oh,
what the? One of
got one of them. Got one of them.
The funny
got
part
one of 'em.
is, I got a 12 and an 8, and
And
he
I
got
got
a 12 and an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Is
One
the
of
one
the-
I'm talking to the one that's shaking in his boots now?
He's just like, yeah, I gotcha.
Mhm. Now the question is, if you do leave,
Mm-mm.
if you leave, are you really going to keep quiet, or are you going
About
to?
what?
send- That's what I like to hear. Okay, I like to insight check him.
Okay, roll an
Deeps
insight
helps.
check.
Deep helps.
Alias is still staring down the other guard.
20.
20.
Not natural.
Yeah, not natural.
It seems like he. It's weird because it feels like he's done his job already. As he's like, okay, go.
I'm done.
It's like, oh, come on. Yeah, man. And they start walking away.
We didn't check the other guy.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop the other guy. No, you, other
Huh?
one.
What?
I never got an answer from you.
Hmm?
Are you going to stay quiet about this? This encounter never happened. Or
I
are
don't
you
know why
going
you keep bringing something up.
insight check on
Okay.
the other one?
Roll inside check.
11. God.
One.
You-
God.
You have no clue about him.
He's fine. He's fine. Leave it. The last thing you need to be doing is making enemies of another town.
I just rolled the dice and he gets to live.
Oh my god.
It's okay. They're gone. They're walking away.
Okay.
Hey,
One thing that you probably well, before that, Corvo. One thing that you noticed, you were sort of focusing mainly on the whole thing of everything happening, but you realize that Hope is very like tightly secured around your arm.
Aw. She
Adorable.
clingeth.
Hey,
Alice is gonna walk over and just gently put her hands around Hope's hand again and just hold it for comfort.
Kyle.
It's
hey,
alright, it's just me.
real
Yeah.
quick, I'm gonna do a thing real quick, if that's fine, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly fine.
All right. You guys can roll a perception check if you want.
Yes, absolutely, all the time, always.
See, get your ass over here.
Meow.
Well, I'd say it's more like a saving or something, but that can work too.
21.
Both of you got 21. Damn.
Okay. Then you don't see too much, but Corvo and Alias, you can tell that Maestro's really tense the entire time.
Huh.
Corvo, can you help her out? Just calm her down for a second. I'm just going to. She just gently puts Hope's hand back on Corvo's arm and kind of shoves Maestro to the side.
DB's gonna go and my pet cat's here. He wants to meet you. And DB will go and land on her shoulder.
Alice is gonna shove Maestro over here.
Ah!
Just more like drag her along away from Hope.
She just sort of like pets the cat and she's just sort of like there now.
While they're doing their thing, he's gonna talk to her. We'll go to that afterwards when they're done.
Alice
wanna do one thing.
kind of last minute, just like, try to get like a family name or a location out of her. We'll see what we can do for her. Good. And
I'm going
turns
to
around.
do one thing. It's probably going to take me out of the scene for a little while. I want to, not for too long, maybe take like 40 minutes max and follow those two guys just to make sure there weren't more than
Okay.
just the both of them.
Make a stealth check.
Clunk, clunk.
Oh yeah, you have
I
heavy
have
armor now.
disadvantage. Yeah. But I
No,
have
but
a
your
C,
C. Yeah, your C.
which is
So you just have a straight roll. You step on your cat to make
See,
sure.
Step.
7.
Wow.
So
Does the natural one make the 14? Like, he's like, no, it's just nothing, man. It's just the wind. Don't
well,
worry about
either
it.
way, it doesn't seem like they really. You can't really tell that they see you.
I know, it'd just be funny. That's how it worked out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
Did you hear that?
You-
No, it's just the wind.
Make a perception check.
Perception check?
Mhm. Okay, so yeah.
Wait, I
you
have a
can't-
C. Keep forgetting to change those.
Thank God you had that C. Jesus.
Yeah. So while you're walking back, you see one of the guards go like, "So, do you think that And then you see the guard like wrap his arm around the other guy's shoulder and it's just like, "Oh, I can't wait to have a good old drink with you once we get back." Like,
Oh my god!
but don't we want to? No, don't worry about it. We'll just have a nice, refreshing beverage. Just let's keep walking.
Oh my god!
How's the wife doing?
Okay.
Oh, she's
Damn
doing
it.
very well.
I
Tyler,
love that
you're
I
irritating me. Tyler!
terrified him this much.
Huh?
Maybe it's an affair.
Oh, you know, you got me there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just I could really fuck with them.
Are you
Just
gonna mess with the
message-
guards that are
message-
going to
Get
get?
a
Just message
a-
both of them one last time, just as a reminder, as they walk away, so
Enjoy
they
your
know that
drinks.
that they shouldn't. Yeah, it's like both. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, just message both of them in their head. They just go, enjoy the drinks and remember, this never happened.
You see, one of the guards sort of jump, and the other guard goes like, "Oh, come on, you've probably, man, we haven't even drunk and you're already off the top."
Oh my god.
So yeah, after that, Alias and Maestro.
She's gonna kind of like pull Maestro away, just enough out of Hope's, like what she thinks Hope can hear because she's focusing on the cat.
Mm-hmm.
You doing all right, hot stuff?
Yeah, never better. Hey, how you doing, Chili Pepper?
I'll give you an A for effort on that one. Are you sure? You're all right. You're shaking like a rattlesnake in your snakeskin pants.
Yeah, that was my anticipation. You know, in case you had to go at it. You know.
Can I insight check this?
Sure.
Okay. I'll make a deception at disadvantage though.
I respect that.
Oh my god.
Man, high roller up here. Ooh,
Okay, well,
but
still.
higher roller. Yeah, you know that something's up.
You have the lying skills of a child. And not a good lying child.
Usually I'm able to escape through fiends pretty well. Look, all right. You can't tell the others, but those guys were really putting me on edge.
That's all right. It's okay to be on edge.
No, it's not just because they're guards. I really shouldn't even mention this to you, but since it seems like you want to join in and being stuck with us, I'm from Yusko.
Oh, and that's
And-
where the guards. Okay.
And take one look at me, and I'm not really the most popular person there, you know?
That's ridiculous. You seem to be the most popular person here, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, not everyone's so open-minded, you know?
That's fair. Are you going to be okay, though?
Yeah, I just need to breathe.
All right, just take your time. I'm gonna go back to the
Wait,
girl.
Wait.
Yes?
And she's gonna fumble around in her little like Street Fighter Ryu style like fucking duffel bag, and pull out a little something.
Oh?
You seem like you don't really have a lot of. Well, you know, you seem like one of those shifty types, so I thought you would like this. And God, it starts to transition between voices. It's while everyone else was resting, she took out her weaver's tools and taken apart her old disguise that she still had on her, and some spare cloth, because fun fact, she likes to sew on her spare time.
I love that.
And she made you kind of like a roguish type cloak.
Ooh!
It's up to you if it's more a cape or like a long coat or something. But it's like black on the outside and the inside has red trimming.
She puts it on immediately.
Also, Tyler, feel free to
Okay.
explain the technical stuff.
Technical stuff?
So
It's literally magic item.
So also, Maestro would point out that as you're like looking at it and you're like feeling it, it's just like, oh yeah, cloak. And then at some point, Maestro like shows you that there are 3 hidden pockets on each side that you weren't even able to like pick up even with your passive perception.
Damn.
And these things are hidden very well, and you can hide one tiny object in each slot, like a dagger or something.
Oh my god.
What was the check for it again? If someone were to search through it?
Yeah, if you the DC for for someone to search through it is 27.
Oh, frick.
She rolled a natural 20 on her check for it.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find these? So.
So I hope you like it.
Like it. I love this. This is amazing. Thank you. She's gonna smack Maestro on the ass and head back over to
Oh my
Hope.
god.
And that's when she walks
You-
back over.
Someone
She-
in like light grayish bluish is now beet red.
Okay. So.
All right, now what I was doing while they were over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I'll just move her over here for now.
So.
Yeah.
And she sort of like nuzzled onto you.
Oh.
Mhm.
And the cat will land on her shoulder, start lay on her, and then and as they're sort of like standing, kind of awkwardly because they're about ready to run. As she sort of her hand on him, he's gonna sort of shakily hold up his unoccupied hand and sort of put on top of hers, and sort of start leaning down for them to sit down.
Okay. She'll start to she'll sit down with you.
All right. So, can you tell me your name again?
My name's Hope.
All right, Hope. Can you do you have any family back in Yuzgo or wherever you're from?
I'm from a small village down down from where I came from. I don't really have much of a family.
Oh,
But I do have people there that I do want to return to. Hopefully the guards are gone.
where was that again?
It's sorry, I'm blind. I can't really what
Well,
the
do it.
direction
Do you have a name?
of the city? Not city, the village.
Yes, we might be able to identify it on a map.
Yes, the city of Timberwood.
Writing it down.
Mhm.
Alright, there we go. Have I heard of this place? Do you need like a history check?
Yes, you can, and you can do it at advantage, even without thieves, because you're from around this area somewhat.
Alright. That's a 3 bonus.
What did I just do? Sorry, I went to Google Docs for some reason.
Uh,
Because that's where I
22,
need.
25. Nope. Is that the
25?
math? 22, 22. Yep, 25.
Mm-hmm. So, well, hi. So one sec, it's still loading up for me. So, as you're looking, you know that the city, town, the village of Timberwood is right here.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone make a little like notch there?
I'm
on the map?
about to. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't draw anything purple. Purple is going to be, whoops. Purple is village areas.
Got it.
Timberwood. Lovely place. Forest, water, calling with guards.
You're controlling with guard.
It's not usually covered in guards.
No, he
Usually-
didn't say that. All right. So the history was just for to recall where it was. Did I get any other information?
You know that it's a small little fish in the pond. Like you could figure out, it has a lot of good. Hey, this stuff has this stuff, so hey, but it's a good spot for both the forest and for water. So there's a lot of
Okay.
wildlife to hunt, and then a lot of water to purify, and then also collect fish.
A very naturalistic place. Druids love that.
Yeah. You also know that there is a church of the fire god. Can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. Sorry.
That's right. You can get
Yeah.
you can get back to it. Okay. So, how long have you been on the run?
Koshtuth? However I pronounce that. That's what it's named.
Koshtar.
Koshtuth.
Carcharodontosaurus.
I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
The fire god's just a dinosaur.
I don't know. I don't really keep track of time. I just know I've been running for a while.
Okay, that's fine. So you said you think the guards have left. Is it currently being heavily occupied by some guards?
I said that I hope the guards have left. I think there was only the two, but they were asking about the marked one. I didn't really know much about it. 'Cause, she does like wave her hands over her eyes thing, and
She's so cute.
so I don't really know how many guards. I just heard the two.
Okay. Do you recognize those two guards' voices then? Do you think it was them?
Yes.
Well, they're gone right now, and our friend Vindictus was the loud one. I believe he
He was
made
pretty
them.
loud.
Oh my god.
Indeed. I believe he was able to scare them off. They shouldn't bother us.
Okay.
Is it about this time where I come back?
About this time, Alias would come back, but not you yet.
Cool.
And so she's like leaning on him, and so
Yeah.
he's leaning like against the rock of the cavern. That's what the black stuff is. Okay.
Yeah, it's the cavern.
I just want to make sure that he could lean against that.
Mm-hmm. You go to lean, you just fall back.
Into the void.
But now, okay, so you said you was there anyone at that village that we could contact, a guardian or someone you're close to?
I have a couple friends there. I can't really give a good description, but
A name should be fine.
Terrence.
Anyone else?
at the church, the priest, Fellows, was, he took me in when
Priest
When I-
Fellows.
Fellows, yes,
Spell it.
Fallos. Fellows.
Alright.
Floss.
Alias at this
Brother.
point is just leaning against her horse, just listening in. It's my baby.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
those are two people that can help you.
Yes.
Okay. he sort of he holds the place in between, the two goggles, and then puts his hand back on hers. Okay. Is there anything else you could tell us to help you? Any other names, places? Anything you think would be important to help us help you?
Well, I think if I get back there, the people there are nice, so I should be able to stay around. They didn't really care about me being marked, apparently.
That's
Not
good.
enough to cover it up anyway.
Well,
It's alright, not everybody knows to.
yeah. Alice, I want you to make a quick insight check.
Deebs is busy with her, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Deebs.
I have a good
Some-
insight.
Something felt off at that moment, but you can't really put your finger on it.
Well, that's fine. Goddamn.
Is it alright if we just take you back? Do you think that would be fine?
Hopefully.
Do you know for sure?
Not really, no.
Well, one
I'm
way
not-
to find out.
I'm not sure you're introduced to us. The woman speaking, her name's Alias.
Hello.
I'm
Hi.
Corvo.
Hi.
I'm Maestro.
And the loud one was Vindictus.
He'll be back soon.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
scaring off the guards.
Yeah. Vindictus.
Corvo just looks at Maester like, really?
He's right
Alias
behind
looks like
me.
she's hiding. Alias looks like she's hiding a laugh.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
When do you
Well-
think we should be able to head back?
Pretty soon. We were about to get going anyway, right? She like raises an eyebrow to Corvo.
I'm gonna make a private roll.
Go ahead.
That sounded miserable.
Well,
No, no. No,
As most things Sam says.
you see he sort of as he sort of takes in that breath, Deebs looks up to him, looks down at Deebs, and yes, we're about to head out.
Okay. And this is when Vin would get back.
Walking out of the forest.
Vindictus,
Sure
good
would.
to see you back.
They shouldn't be bothering us anytime soon.
Good.
It looks like it was just the two of them, so we should be fine.
So where are we
Presently-
headed, Corvo?
Well, I believe we should head to Timberwood to make sure she's safe. You're safe. I,
Go
I,
for it.
I apologize.
Is that where she's from?
That's yes.
Yes.
Corvo, since she seems to be attached to you, why don't you two share a horse?
If you want. Does she respond?
She goes, I guess.
It's all right. We'll help you get up, and we'll make sure that there's no chance of you falling off. I'm sure Corvo would never let that happen.
Smash cut to 5 minutes later.
Steer left.
It's all right. You'll just have to hold on to his waist very tightly, and everything will be fine.
Okay.
So, are you ready to get ready?
I guess.
Thought we is this the end of our rest, or have it? Or have we not
Yeah, your
finished
rest
it
has finished.
yet? Okay, this is morning. We've woken up. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's back to normal.
Okay.
Hey,
Wanna
Except
make
you're
sure-
missing
Corvo,
5 livers.
Corvo, how far away is this place?
Cool, smart. He could do the math. I can't though. Hey Tyler, wanna give a homie a hand?
Give a homie.
Oop, I'm on the wrong.
It's
About
about
8 miles.
yeah. 2-day
Where's the
journey
map?
on foot. 2-day journey on foot. Like a day journey on horse.
All right. Score
What
says
is?
it is
what's this thing, pond?
approximately 8 miles away.
A pond.
Just a pond. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So like,
Good
as she's still like leaning on him, he's gonna like go over her hand and like grab the undeep shoulder and sort of shake her like, okay.
Like okay, it's time to go. Or
Yeah, sort of like a little nudge, like, if I gotta get up, you gotta get up.
okay. And she gets up and does nothing. And yeah, you guys travel montage to the city.
At some point, if they're Maestro's either sharing a horse with like the one person who would offer her a ride or walking. At
Mhm.
one point, she's gonna like whisper in Alias's ear. Is it me or are they kind of cute together?
Isn't he dating Vindictus?
It's an open relationship.
Do I hear that?
Roll perception.
Yeah, same
and,
here.
yeah.
I'm doing.
That's
I'm
kinda
doing. I'm doing.
Not only is it frustrating, that's kind of insensitive to my whole ordeal.
Fake dating AU.
25.
You hear it.
Yeah, Corvo, you
That's
get
higher
it.
than my passive stealth.
Oh
that is
no!
not.
Fancy.
But that is not. That's not higher than my passive stealth.
He's kind of his posture is kind of low as she's holding on to him. But
She
as
does
that,
actually like rest. She has her head rested on your shoulder and going back and
Aww.
sleepy.
Yeah, that's when he kind of like he goes like he wants to stand up surprised without disturb her, so he kind of sulks back and goes, "Me and him are not dating." He
They're
says that
going
very
through a
loud.
rough patch.
No, we're not.
Most relationships do go through a rough patch.
We have not ever.
Also,
Don't let her.
at-
No, yeah, Vindictus probably hear this. He's very loud.
he probably like where are we at this point? Are we? This is during horseback. Is this? or
This
have we
is
done
during
a
horseback.
This is travel montage talk.
travel montage talk?
You should probably be a little bit quieter. She's sleeping very nicely on your back.
Yeah.
Me and him are not in a relationship.
pretty much, Vindictus would have probably slowed a little bit to match Maestro and Alias, and just dating jokes. This is, you're going to make relationship jokes after what I just went through.
Wait, what?
Which none. Did you go through a
Alias.
bad breakup and Corvo is your rebound? I don't understand.
Alias, the reason we left Holido is because the one person I actually care about in this fucking world
Oof.
decided to pretty much give up everything to stay with the bastard lord.
Smooth
Her
operator.
eyes, her one eye, the one working eye goes like wide,
I-
and she's like, interesting! And then she speeds up the horse.
It's in this moment I want to not not be like chasing her, but to stay close
She's
enough
just go-
within 30 feet.
She's just a little bit ahead of you, just to like be out of like breaking eye contact out of that kind of range.
I want to stay
She does
within
not
30
do-
feet. I want to stay within 30 feet and use my detect thoughts.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna.
And of course, Corvo will make
It's
one
just gonna
thing.
be. It's just gonna be surface.
I'm not a rebound.
So it's just
Hey,
surface
wait.
thoughts.
I did my little roll with my bronze dice. It's just gonna be surface thoughts.
Thank God for you. She's kind of looking forward, looking at Corvo, and from what you hear in her brain is she goes, "Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I suppose it's not too out of the question from what I saw. No, it's not too bad." But underneath everything, there's a strange underlying hatred for something. Like all of her thoughts are sour, even though she seems very kind on the outside.
Just sour in general, or about what just happened?
Just in general, like it seems like it's a thing that's been happening for a while.
It's like the taste
like,
of death in
all-
your throat when you just wake up.
Yeah, so it's like
It's a sour
and
patch.
it's you take a sip of something sweet, and at the very like there's a bitter aftertaste at the end. So her thoughts are, well, that's a little bit unfortunate considering, but I suppose it's not too terrible of a thing to have happened. I mean, it's very nice. It's very nice there. I grew up there. It's fine. But I suppose if
Mhm.
he's having such trouble with like it's kind of rambly thoughts.
Mm.
But there's never any specific names or any like specific things other than the closest to a specific thought is that underlying weird bitter taste at the end.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
But she seems physically uncomfortable now.
You're not gonna read my thoughts.
Give us attention. I'm joking.
Give us
You
attention.
know what?
Give us
For the
attention.
last like 30 seconds of it, yeah, I'll read Maisha's thoughts. It only lasts for a minute.
Surface.
It basically you're getting a lot of like, ugh, that's smooth. Ugh, uh-oh, ooh.
She's insecure. Oh my god.
Alias like grabs Maestro's hands and pulls it a little bit tighter around her, like you're gonna fall off if you're holding so limply.
Yeah.
So that's like in turn also pulling Maestro against her back.
So pretty much at the end of the spell, he'll just go, "Oh, we're not
if
dating.
the
we never
tech-
have been."
At the end of the spell, just
Huh?
blushing.
What were you saying, Kyle? Your question?
If you still doing the tech thoughts when that happens, it's like it becomes incomprehensible.
pretty much at the end of the spell, the spell ends, and Vin will just. So, we never thing, we never have been. I met the men less than a week ago, and I'm willing to work with these people.
Less than a week ago.
Pretty much about less. It's been less than a week, right?
So started
It
off.
was 3 days by the time we got there. I've been traveling for a day.
So, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, it's been about 5 days. You guys are on your 6th day right now.
Pretty much. Just
And so
less
that
than a
would be
week.
like day 6 of being marked, kind of thing.
Yeah, day 6 of being marked.
So I want to keep track of that.
I've known these people for 6 days, and I'm willing to work with them, and that is about as far as that goes for the moment. He'll just he'll just walk off with his horse, just like ahead of the group.
Corvo's the one that knows the way there.
Or ahead
She
of you
calls.
two.
She's right behind Corvo. She moved ahead to be away from you.
Oh, that's right. I guess not ahead, to the side. I guess just away from them, but still
Away from you.
away, like a good 40 feet away from her.
But as we're riding, and Einken's far away, and Maestro and Hope are asleep, assuming Elise isn't.
Maestro's not asleep. She's just having incomprehensible gay thoughts currently.
All right, if she is conscious, then this won't happen. But assuming eventually she does fall asleep and Elias is not, Corvo's gonna ride over there.
Over to me?
Yeah, over to Alias.
Does Maestro fall asleep, Kyle?
Wait. Sorry, I blinked out for a moment.
That's okay. Are you gonna fall asleep on horseback with Alias holding your having wrapped your arms around her?
Sure.
All right.
Cute.
So yeah, he'll ride back, assuming both her and Maestro, her and Hope are asleep, and Einken's far away. I want to clarify something with you.
Yes.
I remember back when we first met, you said that not only you, but a multitude of individuals referred to me as Birdmask?
Birdman.
Birdman. I haven't helped but to be curious. Who are these individuals that not only know me, but have created a moniker for me?
Well, I would hardly say know you. It was more so we saw you in the streets very often.
Can I still get confirmation or elaboration on who these people were?
She looks a little nervous at that. She kind of
He's going to-
leans her head away, but she's still oddly keeping eye contact with you, but she's still she just tilts her head a little bit away from you.
He's going to cast a message. We can talk using this. No one can hear us.
I'm not worried about the others hearing so much as I'm worried about all of you hearing.
Well, with the mental link currently, no one should be able to hear except us two.
Sorry, but this is something that I can't really say. If you didn't notice us doing it, then I'm afraid you really were not ever paying attention when you were living in Hollydale. Which is weird, considering you lived there for a long time.
I tried to forget that, but
Well, that sure worked out well for you.
guess there's no matter then. Good talk.
Hey, I have a question about the mask. Before you go, has anyone else seen you?
You cast
She
message.
kinda- she doesn't say the next part out loud. She just kind of makes the motion of removing the mask with her hand.
What do you need to know?
Just need to know if I'm allowed to say anything about it. considering and she like kind of motions to her face and then his face.
That's when he starts to sort of sit up straight.
Put
What?
the dots together.
What? He's gonna cast a message after saying that. He go, what do you mean?
I was watching you the whole night. I saw you swap the masks. I just wanted to know if anyone else had.
And that's when that's when like he goes from standing up to like veering way down, like he's like twitching and like constricting himself, like freaking out.
She looks at Vindictus to see if he's noticed.
Have
Is
I
it very
noticed?
noticeable?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the-
Vindictus. You just saw Corvo running along next to Alias's horse, and suddenly he like constricts down, like he just like goes down and sort of like spazzing, not spazzing, but sort of shaking.
Dude, Corvo, are you alright?
Don't tell me you saw the messages.
I'm not going to say anything about it.
That's not the problem.
Then what is? I believe I'm
I
confused.
wear the mask for a reason.
Look, I understand keeping a part of you a secret.
I think that this. How much? What did you see?
She's gonna like look over Corvo and Hope to look at Vindictus to see if he's looking over.
Are you?
He would notice and he'd be paying very close attention, but not acting on it yet. He's suspicious, and ready to jump in if anything bad happens.
Okay.
But he is paying attention.
Okay, so she gently pulls out
You, Kyle?
her
Well,
book.
yeah, I'm asleep.
She pulls out her book and kind of flips it a little bit open to a page, and so holds it looking at Vindictus. She holds it out of his sight, out of his line of sight, so that Corvo can see just a little bit, and it's like a sketch of him. Just like a like a quick sketch of what she saw.
Okay.
And then she closes it, puts it back, still staring Vindictus right in the eyes.
Get
We
rid
don't
of
have
that
to.
paper.
I'll burn it later.
Good. I could burn it right now. And he sort of holds up his hand like he's trying to cast something, but he's like freaking out. He can't focus on it.
She's gonna put a hand on his hand. She's gonna go, hold on. We really don't want to make any more of this very fast. Got
He
it?
cut out a little bit in.
Oh, she just kind of puts her hand on his and goes, we don't want to make this terribly obvious. You already have a viewing party. She's gonna kind of tap his shoulder to make him look at Vindictus. And then she's gonna wave at Vindictus.
His head like snaps over, sees Vindictus watching, and that's when he kind of like starts to go back to original position, but he's still kind of like shivering. We can, in message, we can discuss this later.
I'll let you burn it later. She kind of pats his shoulder, still staring at Vindictus, and kind of falls back a couple steps so that they're out of conversation.
And that's when he'll go to his original position ahead of the group.
Vin will then message Corvo. Everything fine?
Nothing to worry about. You can roll insight if you want, but I think it's kind of obvious.
Rocket. 19.
It gets deception. I'll give myself disadvantage. I'll follow in the steps of Kyle here.
Of Kyle.
Yeah.
I respect that, Kyle, and so I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
natural
Nat
one.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's absolutely not. Nothing is fine. Nothing is. Everything's horrible. Everything's
it's
bad.
The dog. It's the dog sitting in the flaming room. Just this is okay. This is not okay.
This is not okay. Everything is not fine.
Is it something we should take care of?
Not.
Your message.
Not now. I want to focus on getting her safety.
Just say the word. You have people waiting.
Just say the word and I'll fucking kill this bitch.
I'll murder her.
I can will. The emotions are scattered at the moment. It's weird. You'll figure it out.
It's fine. Alice also every once in a while, if she thinks Maestro's gonna like about to wake up, she like slows the horse down just enough to create a more rhythmic feeling to put her back to sleep until they get within sight of the village. In which case, she kind of gives Maestro a little nudge and kisses her hand to wake her up.
Why is there always a cat somewhere?
I do imagine it being BB
And she's gonna like, and like kind of get her hand back.
What,
And then
would you
she's
prefer a
gonna
kiss
dart and make sure no one is watching.
What would you prefer a kiss somewhere else?
Holy
falls
shit.
off the horse.
Oh my god, the horse is stopped, so I mean it wouldn't be.
Holy shit! I
stupid.
think you killed her. Oh my god.
Oh, dear.
Dead.
She's dead. Are you alright? She's
Quite-
got a smug grin on her face.
Quite fine. Hey, you're looking nice.
Thank you. You're quite beautiful yourself. Corvo, is this the place?
Do we see a big sign that says "Welcome to Timberwood"?
Welcome to Timberwood. Population, fuck off.
Well, it's actually it is a very nice looking city. It's not city, town, village.
It's the city of Townsville.
Welcome to the village of town. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
so
Okay.
it's a very lovely village. There's a lot of people are like playing in the streets. People are wandering the area. There's a fairly large church by the lake. You know that, but yeah. Oh,
He. If you're about to finish something, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm giving more explanation, but you can start talking.
He'll just give a little nod. Yep, we're here, and he'll reach back, sort of like he goes sort of like nudge her awake. His hand kind of like stops,
Mhm.
and he goes and just starts nudging her lightly.
And
We've-
she sort of angles her head towards you, and so yeah,
We've arrived.
we have.
We're not off horse yet. We just need to get a bit closer, but it's we can see it.
Oh, thank you. Alias, I want you to make another quick perception check
Me?
or insight. One of the two.
Oh, by the way, in the meantime, Mace is gonna like wave her hand at Corvo and then like kind of
Mhm.
tap her head.
I'm gonna do insight.
Okay.
While they're inside, he's gonna. I'll let this finish for you.
If it's a lie, it's technically more than that. It's 4 more, so it'd be 15 if it was a lie.
Okay. So yeah, you can't. There- It doesn't seem like anything's up at the moment. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
Again,
yeah.
you get that off feeling like something isn't right, but you can't really place your
Something's-
finger on it.
Something's not right here, but she can't tell what.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's sort of like, then you'll message her. Hello?
Are you saying it to her?
No, to Maestro.
Okay.
Am I able to message back? I
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, you can respond
you can
non-mentally.
respond.
Okay. So, Corvo, what do you think of your new friend there?
She's nice.
Once everything's settled down and she's safe, you should ask her for a drink. It's not like she can see you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're just very imposing.
Corvo's
Oh my
perfect
God.
girl. Someone who can never see his face.
Oh my god!
I will consider it, I suppose.
Do it.
Do it!
Is there anything else to this, Maestro?
Nah.
Alright. Now you can deal with your own problems.
What problems?
You'll
Alias, in a
Denial.
perfect time, gives her hand another kiss.
Eh,
that problem.
you
Egad.
rogues are sneaky. I'm just gonna like get off the horse.
If you didn't want the kisses, you could have just said no, you didn't want them.
Eh,
As Maestro walks off, she like looks at Corvo. Corvo's staring at her and gives a little thumbs up.
We have a Megan.
Megan? 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 Megan?
Mine? Mine?
Megan?
All right, we're done.
Mine?
Megan?
Megan!
Megan?
And scene.
Okay,
Megan, we
stream's
love-
over, guys.
Yeah,
All of
we've
you
done
are
what we wanted to do.
seagulls from Nemo. Every time.
Oh, are you kidding? We fucking love
Yes,
Megan.
no.
Of course we are.
This is great.
Hey, Megan.
Sup,
Hello.
bro? Yo, what's up, home's life? What's
I
up?
love
dog
the
diggity.
lag. I love the lag of it's coming.
I'm bracing her for it.
Anyway, so, you guys enter the city of...
The village!
Uh,
Tyler, you made this a world.
I know, but I'm so used to cities. You guys keep going to cities.
Yeah, we really do.
We've been to 2 and a cave.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's the hierarchy. Entire
You've been
city
worse
shit.
at cities than anything else.
I refuse to believe there were no villages in between that travel.
You can believe all you want. But yeah.
Oh no, I got water.
Okay, so yes, you guys. So yes, you guys enter into the village of Timberwood, and what is your first sort of area you want to go to?
Break?
Okay, I was
Um,
going to leave a
He
good.
was gonna like gracefully lead into that, but
Mhm.
good job.
I'm subtle as a jackhammer.
I'm
You're
just
being
gonna-
about as
There's a-
subtle as Alias here.
Oh
I
man.
was gonna see like ask where's a good place we could bring her or
Uh,
names of people.
Oh
I
yeah.
believe she
we've
said
already
a
done-
church.
Which is where they took me in when I was young.
Would they still be willing to take you now?
Really?
Well, there's one way to
let's-
find out.
Okay.
Corvo will lead the way.
Okay. So as I said, you see that there's a church that leads that's right next to the lake, and you guys go to you guys go and get to the door and
I will say that DB is readying in case they see a guard or anyone, official
Mhm.
suspicious looking, is gonna fly in front of her, fly, to, make her, not be obvious.
This face hugger routine. Ha! All
That's
fucking
for that's for bad people.
Ah, no, cats! They're in my eyes! My eyes!
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go towards the door, and that's when I was going to say, hey, it's time for a break.
All right.
Yeah. We need to just get some stuff taken care of. Our audience members, you can go do that. Sorry, Megan, that apparently you always come in whenever we need to take a break.
I mean,
Well, we'll be back as soon as we're all done.
be back soon. Cut the feed, 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 cut the feed. Mason, cut the feed, Mason.
Hey.
Brought to you by Mason Tech.
Oh fuck! I dropped my thing.
Brought to you by Mason Tech. Please enjoy the stream.
Yes.
Now you have to say that every time.
Oh no.
Yep.
So,
By
anyways,
and large.
welcome back to the stream. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my
If you're
god.
still
So,
here,
I'm not
welcome.
going. This isn't the end of the stream. Anyways,
Yeah, shut up, Richard.
All right.
so I'm not gonna do a recap because we were just here a couple minutes ago. To our YouTube viewers, they probably just skipped past the art. Anyway, but welcome back. And so you guys enter into the church with a Pope sort of near the front.
Is there a place to tie up the horses?
You can put him near the back.
Like I said, Deebs is armed and ready to obscure.
He has a gun.
I'm just gonna put my horse baby here. I'll just have tied my boyo to the tree.
Okay. Oh, and when you guys were entering in, friendly, like waving, like, "Hey, how you doing?"
I always forget I have to change the side. There we go.
This might be our first break, guys. These people next to be nice.
Sure.
When we have a map.
All right, I need to put Maestro on.
I'll send.
Oh, okay,
you-
never mind. Maestro times
no.
two.
Oh god.
Child, you need a screenshot.
No, I have limited access to a computer.
Okay.
Well, let me know when you do.
So, you guys enter into the church, and she's just like and she enters in. And she's just like
It's a big, big horse.
yes, it is.
It's my
One
baby.
town,
That's
one chonker.
one chunky boy. That's Midnight. That's my baby.
So
Sorry.
So as she enters in, she's just like father, like father of the church, and
Yeah.
As she gets closer to the edge, what I'm assuming Corvo besides,
Yeah.
she says, before anything happens, and just stay calm, nothing happen, and
Wait, what? You cut out.
she says, for any reactions, nothing's actually going to happen. As she sort of walks ahead, and she, you notice that her appearance starts to change, and her hair starts to go shorter, and she looks different.
Oh.
So,
Damn.
hello. To be honest, I didn't actually expect you guys to be so easily convinced to come down here. I'm actually a little thrown off.
Uh-oh.
Alias has her hand on the door.
Don't worry, I'm not planning on doing anything. Yeah, you guys actually turned out to be actually good people, so, so yeah,
I tried.
so, oh, actually, you also notice that her eyes, well, they're actually still fairly pale, but instead of like a blind pale, they're actually like eyes. And,
She can see.
yeah, and,
Oh, rip Corvo.
Rip Corvo.
Alias, make a quick, perception check. Not perception, history or insight.
Ooh, booyah, we're doing insight. Always.
You have expertise in
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so you start to think back in those times when I asked you to do stuff. You first you came up to her and sort of came out of nowhere, and she didn't react like she already knew that you were there, and then she was sort of describing an area like she's been able to see it. But
Alias very slowly removes her hand from the door and puts her face in her hands. And just looks at Maestro and goes, I am a dumb bitch.
It happens when
What?
you focus on flirting.
I was preoccupied.
Well, my name is Missy. Maestro, actually make a quick history check for that.
Me?
Yeah, history or religion.
7.
7, yeah, so you don't actually remember anything about that.
Remember what?
Anyways,
No!
so,
Don't worry about it.
so, I was sent by Vector to find the people that the Ventarico failed to capture. He told me that he didn't want any harm to come to you. It was mainly just learning about what was going to befall you guys. You see what kinds of people you were, and yeah, just getting somewhat of that stuff figured out.
I'd like
Sorry.
to message Corvo while she's talking. Can I do that?
Yeah.
I will message. Yeah, I'll message Corvo and just say, before I left, Syston told me to ask you about this Vector fellow, that you might know something, and that we should probably avoid him.
Not just him, but like.
And anyone else affiliated.
Okay, do I roll something? Do I already know?
Roll a history check.
Alright.
She
Deebs.
said, find out who he was. Maybe Corvo knows something and avoid him at all costs.
Maestro's gonna stroll up, by the way.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, Missy, you wanna get to the point?
17.
17. Vector is the lord of religion. He's in charge of all the churches, and he's said to be probably one of the oldest creatures out there. He is a wood elf, and he is old.
Do I have time to message him that before Maestro goes strolling up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will reply. From what I can remember, he is a wood elf, lord of religion. He is said to probably be one of the oldest people on the continent, if not oldest of anything we know.
I'll message him as quick as possibly. Just, I don't really care at the moment. I just know Syston said to avoid him at all cost.
And Maestro, you walk up and say that to Missy, and
Yep.
she's like, well, I guess, and she sort of reaches in the back and pulls out a
A
document.
sword? Okay.
It has a seal that it's a seal of Yuzgo, as you would know, Maestro, and it's a tree that has sort of a flame looking to the top of it. So,
Oh, nice.
he is inviting all of you to a dinner. A while ago. Not a while ago. Sorry, I'm very thrown off. Usually, people are a lot more angsty about showing up. This is actually really throwing me off.
Alias is kind of like dipping behind Vin.
Mhm.
Just like.
Deebs is gonna go to a door and look out, and if anyone starts to approach, He's going to go. He's going to fly to the nearest person and point to the door.
Mm-hmm. So,
Alias is like hiding. She's listening, but she's hiding.
so
Yeah.
he's
even
inviting
even
you.
e-
Huh?
even Vin, who has been less than kind, will kind of take a little bit of a defensive stance, not like super like, fuck, we're about to fight. Just gonna like put his arm a little bit around himself, just so like kind of in like a dad protecting his kid for Alias.
Aw.
Matro's gonna snatch the paper and look at it.
Do you open it up with the seal?
Don't break the seal.
Yes.
Oh.
I wouldn't.
What?
Uh, you can decide not to look at it. Pretty
I
much
will-
in a
I
month.
will, just real quick, I will message Maestro the same thing. This Fester fellow, we should not talk to him. Sice instead to avoid
Vector.
us.
Victor.
Yeah, Maestro's
should
gonna send a message back. Yeah, I know he's bad news.
He's inviting you to a dinner in a month. He gave his word that he won't do anything if you show up except for have a
Yeah, his
Yeah.
word means a lot of jack squat in his shithole of a city.
yeah, I'm aware.
Why do we let her
We don't-
talk to people?
We don't really live in
Yeah.
best cities, but
Corvo's
that's
gonna-
why he chose it.
Corvo's gonna go up and lay a hand on Maestro's shoulder. I understand your discomfort and anger, but I do have to ask that we remain calm now. We're in a foreign place, speaking to foreign people.
Oh yeah, keep calm, Mr. Tree.
Excuse me.
Gonna-
Mr. Tree.
Well, guys, well, so
I'm gonna message Alias and just tell her to not to make it obvious, but to test the door to see if it's open.
She's just gonna reach forward because I'm guessing she's like
Yeah,
she's got
DB's
her
looking
back
out
to Einken, so she's just gonna not Einken Vindictus. She's just gonna give it like a gentle, just a push, not a big one, just enough to see if it locked behind her or anything.
it's not locked.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
DB's
fine.
looking out it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
So-
just kind of gives a small. It's fine. We can run if we need to. It doesn't seem like anything's dangerous right now. I just really don't want to be.
And the message cuts out.
She rambles. It happens.
So
Yeah, I just
Like
really
I
don't want
said,
to.
I'm supposed to be back by soon, but before I go, because like I said, I assumed you guys would take a bit longer to go around. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything wrong. And she sort of like big steps away from Maestro, and walks down to Alias, and she
And I'm keeping this.
And she's gonna keep the invitation.
well, yes, it's your invitation.
Alias kind of like
it is.
presses
it is
her
my
back.
invitation.
Alias kinda
Mine.
presses her back against Vindictus.
He would probably cut her off.
Puts
probably
that
cut-
in.
He'd probably cut off Missy, like if she's trying to get closer to Alias, he'd probably cut off Missy. So like bring like put her there, and he would be there.
Okay. Well.
Not super violently, just sidestep and just kind of like stand there.
Well. So.
Alias will peek around the side just to. She's got the feeling she's already caught, but she just
So.
kind of.
I do this because I'm good at it, and usually this is how I need to get people to actually come with me. And she reaches sort of in her back pocket, and she says, "Here you go, Alias. This is yours." And she hands you your brother's knife. Vin, this is yours. As she hands you the sending stone, and Maestro, this is yours. As she hands you your robe. No, your cloak. She your clothes. You've been naked the whole time.
Alias is gonna put the knife in one of these lovely pockets of this wonderful new cloak I have. It's amazing and beautiful. And then she's gonna point at Missy's hand and be like, "Can I have that back too now?" Little Miss Pickpocket.
Which one sec? What did you ask for?
She pointed at the hand that she had wrapped the red thing around.
Oh yes. Sorry. As she unwraps it, you notice that the mark's not there anymore.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Great. She's gonna
wait,
wrap
You
her
know,
arm back up.
I
Did
was
you
gonna ask. I was gonna ask too to take a look at her mark way back then, but I didn't.
Did you take anything of mine?
Well, I did want to take one thing real quick, and she leans in and kisses where your mouth would be on your mask, and
Oh.
she walks away. And Alice, you can make a quick perception check because you have a high enough passive.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
I can fucking find it. There we go.
So as she does that and she sort of walks away from Corvo, you notice she's facing away from you, but you notice like there is a mirror sort of right on the sort of pedestal up there,
Okay.
and you notice because you're able to read lips, she is blushing really hard, and she's like, I can't believe I did that. And she's just mouthing that off like, am I too forward?
Ah!
As she sort of,
Alias has gone from like defensive and to just. Aww.
as after she does a little bit of rambling embarrassment, she sort of composes herself and turns around and says, well, like I said, my name is Missy. I hope that you'll miss me. And Corvo, I'll save you a seat so maybe you can pay me back and kiss me. And she
Oh my god!
she
Whoa!
walks to the
Damn.
stool.
Damn.
And,
Wow.
And I
And-
thought
I know-
Alias was smooth. Nuh-uh.
I know I said we shouldn't, but now just for Sam, like just for Corvo.
We're going.
Yeah, as she goes to the pedestal, she lays her hands on it and says, the main chapel, and a sort of light appears on the pedestal, and she's gone.
How did none of us?
I'm
how
not
did
even
none
gonna
of-
roll Arcana. Corvo's just standing there like,
How did
Alias
none-
is gonna go, like
Uh,
step up to Corvo and be like, shake and be like, eh?
also, you notice that she was just like she was going like, stupid, as she was walking away, like she was thinking her thing wasn't a good enough thing.
She's like shaking Corvo like, oh, you got moves, Birdman.
You know, it's too bad. I bet she's real nice, but her job sucks. Her connections suck.
Can we?
Gosh.
Can we get out of here, please?
Yes.
I don't feel comfortable.
Also,
oh,
Corvo, your cat does start pulling your side as
oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say, as you turn around before that thing happens, you see that DB is like matching the face Alias is towards Corvo, like the A
Eh?
face.
DB, you little shitlord.
And that's when like he starts tugging on you.
Yeah. So DD tugs like a tugs and sort of, if anyone looks towards the door, there's a guard, and he sort of,
I peek out.
yeah, and he sort of opens the door and he's like, hey, where's the other one? As he's sort of thrown off that you guys are here already. He's like,
Do I recognize this guard?
yeah, this is one of the guards that was there.
Oh, this one, the schmucks.
Oh, God.
I'd like to pull Alias out of the way and just put my face where hers is and just get real low and just kind of bare my teeth a little bit.
You can't scare me. Where's that one chick?
I'm gonna open the door and pull him inside.
Oh,
Uh, uh,
You have the acting skills of a toddler. Which is
hey,
to say,
my kid's a good
terrible.
actor.
You interrupted me. I said, which is to say, not terrible in some cases.
Thanks.
Vin, fry this guy.
What?
No,
Wait.
no,
Whoa.
no. We're not frying
I'm
guards.
just trying to go back.
You're good. You're
My
fine.
job is done. I got a couple drinks.
What
Friend went
was-
ahead early. I'm just going back.
Alice is gonna pat the guard on the back, be like, "You fooled me. Good job. Try it again, and I will stab you. But you know,
You
Good
don't
job.
need to like gang up on me. I'm just getting paid minimum wage.
I figured as much." Alias is stepping away to give him a path through, and if the other ones try to get in his way, she's gonna step in front of them this time, the same way she was doing to the guards earlier.
I'll let him pass, but I'll give him a little freak out as he leaves. I'm gonna just for half a second have
I'm
my
gonna
armored
shove him.
have my armored tail wrap around his leg, so he feels a little spike, and then I'm just gonna let him go.
As he
Well,
walks by, I'm gonna just shove him.
Shoulder check.
this guy's throwing
Alias,
us a coupon.
Alias is gonna
Uh.
step on Vindictus's tail.
There's armor. It's fine.
Well,
Don't follow him. He's fine. Maestro.
Whoa.
Alice is gonna run up and grab Maestro by her arm. Just stop following him.
Whoa.
But he
Oh.
has too many teeth still.
No.
Well, guys, Sector brought you, told us to bring you here because it's a nice place, neutral territory.
You're fine. You did your
Uh,
job. It's all right. You can leave. Please leave right now. Go.
At main chapel, as he teleports away.
Away from here. I
Do
just
all
want to
of
say,
you just want to make enemies with every single guard you see? she turns around back to Vindictus with like her hands on her shoulder, on her hips. Are you trying to make enemies with every single guard you see?
As of recently, I don't really have much care for guards.
You should.
On that, we agree.
So you're just going to throw yourself into fighting every single time.
I wouldn't say that. More just.
Yeah. Oh yes, and what was with the teeth and the tail, and you with the. You didn't need to punch. You don't need to punch everyone.
He was asking for it.
And you were asking for this. She's gonna smack her on the ass and walk out the door. Come on.
So Corvo, how you feeling?
I
you
guess as you
feeling-
guys,
Huh?
as you guys walk by, you see Corvo is like holding his face in his hands, and DB sort of flying around with the same look, doing
Let's
cat
say-
finger guns toward him.
Nature's gonna
Eyebrow just full raising on him.
Nature's gonna arm punch him
Ah,
and head out.
he'll follow.
When it's just us, it's just on a serious note. We need to talk to them and get it through. The Fector is someone we should never get affiliated with. We should avoid at all costs. I don't know who he is, but Sison said you might have some knowledge, and she said to just avoid him and anyone connected with him.
Alias has started has the horse in front of the door, knocks on the door and goes, "Well, we're going to go to an inn for the night.
Oh,
If you
thank
two
God,
lovebirds
someone knows what I
if you two lovebirds wanted to come." And then move away from the door.
Then
In case Vindictus fucking throws it open.
yeah.
I was
Corvo,
gonna say if this wasn't if this wasn't D&D, it was just some stupid animated shit. You'd see his hand fucking bust through the door.
But yeah, so as you start talking, DB lands on his shoulder, and Maestro sort not Maestro, excuse me, Corvo kind of he sort of like puts his hands down at his sides, but his hands are kind of fidgeting. Did I recall anything particular, despite this? Okay, excuse me. Did I recall anything in particular that would make him dangerous to us, other than the fact that he's a lord and working with the government?
You don't really have anything in mind. You do know that his city is pretty dangerous. It's a city that's filled with a bunch of thieves and crooks. But
Mayhem City.
that's the reason why he went down there, because he's
He's a priest. That makes sense. I suppose we. Yeah, did she specify anything other than the fact he's working with the government?
She didn't.
I don't
really
think
have
she even said that. She was just
She
like,
didn't.
watch out.
She didn't have time for that. It was just stay away.
I just don't know how reliable she is, but I understand the concern. I think it's best we. He's gonna start scratching back his hand. Stay away.
What do you say we do with that invitation?
It's. She stated that he did give his word.
Was it? Did Alias like verbally say, "Go break the seal" earlier?
Yeah, she out loud went, maybe don't break that!
I caught something.
In a panic.
I've been suspicious she knows more than she's telling, but I'll keep it time. But it seems like she knows not to break the seal on that thing, which means it might be good to keep out of a certain someone's hands.
The horse is gone.
Whoop.
What happened?
I think I accidentally. Don't worry about it. The horse is back.
Hey,
A certain
when there's
reckless and head first kind of person who is not me.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, we can't let DB have anything.
we know DB would use this. He's a lich, damn it.
hey, when that conversation's over,
Alias is still waiting at the door.